Welcome, everybody, to Juice Pro Wrestling, episode 65, Street Fighter. How you doing, Sreten?
I'm great.
You're fucking doing the best you could be.
I'm doing the best around.
Nothing's gonna keep you down. I fucked that up. let me get back to it. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's for better or for worse, we've just been cursed with that opening for this week's episode, so we're gonna fucking go with it.
Give us your opinion on that opening. Call 1-872-267-4199.
Leave your fucking voice.
Leave a message. Tell us you loved it.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna start things proper off for you guys though, so let's get to it.
Where's the button? There it is. That was fucking smooth as shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Juice Pro Wrestling proudly presents the fucking...
The news. So this week in the news, we have a lot going on. There was a lot of shit going on. We're mainly going to cover Fyter Fest tonight as our main subject. AEW's pay-per-view, if you will, if you want to call it that. But ROH ran their Best in the World pay-per-view. NWA was a part of that, and we got some New Japan, the Southern Showdown news for you guys. So right off the top, ROH, the villain, Marty Scurll, has the Villain Enterprises with PCO, and they added a new member. Can you guess who it is?
Who?
Flip Gordon.
Oh!
It's kind of cool. There's a vignette. You guys can check it out on YouTube, Instagram, all that shit. It's everywhere. It just, like, he's talking about it, revealing a new member, and then it just pans over to Flip, and he's just standing there looking all, like, shitty, and he's kind of got, like, he's got a beard now and almost a Marty haircut, you know?
Marty.
The fucking...
Marty!
The JR with the shaved sides and this a pimp named Slickback. Yeah, so he revealed Marty revealed Flip as the new member of Villain Enterprises, which I thought was pretty cool and interesting. So check that out.
Welcome, Flip.
Why from your grave? You know what that was from, don't you?
Altered Beast?
There you go. Alter my beast. Yeah. Also coming out of that, the NWA just had a new talent acquisition. Former Impact Wrestling World Champion, Eli Drake. Dummy, yeah.
You dummy.
I'm glad to see Eli. You know, I knew he was going to land somewhere because the guy can work in the ring. He's money on the mic. He just doesn't like intergender wrestling. And it's pretty much why Impact Wrestling let him go. So it was very cool to see him come out, and he's going to be, he did tag with Nick Aldis, the current reigning and defending 10 pounds of gold NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Yeah.
I want you to, like, devolve into, what's his face, the American Dream every time.
Oh,
everything you talk about, you might start talking normal, and then, like, within a minute, let me tell you something, baby.
Baby, I can't talk about everything like that. Let me tell you, sweetheart.
Sometimes it just ends up over here,
baby. It just ends up being I'm the son of a plumber. Respect. Gotta love Dusty Rhodes. He meant a lot to the business, and he's gave a lot to the business. Just look at what Cody and his Dustin have done. So on also some more in the news, in New Japan, Robbie Eagles, the Sniper of the Skies, who was a member of the Bullet Club, turned on the Bullet Club this weekend.
What?
Yeah, he did. He wasn't just saying what because my fucking iPhone went off, you know?
No, that's a shocking move. Shocking turn of events.
Yeah, it was pretty shocking. He joined the rival group Chaos out there in New Japan.
Yeah, I read a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It's fucking bullshit. How would the Sheik say it?
I don't know. I don't do a good Sheik. Fuck! It's fucking bullshit. Tell him to come talk to me. If he comes and talk to me, I will put him in the camouflage.
Camouflage, fuck his ass and make him humble. You don't know how to do the Iranian clubs.
We got to work on our Iron Sheik. Dude, you know, Iron Sheik always, like, he starts talking shit and he sounds really good, and then he'll say something that makes you cringe. He'll start talking about, like, doing weird stuff to your butthole.
Oh, yeah. Like, that doesn't make me cringe, though. I mean, I'm a metal dude. I enjoy that weird shit. It is 2019.
Shit. We should, you know, open our minds.
Yeah, Pride just went on. We should all enjoy each other's buttholes a little more.
Yeah.
No disrespect. But yeah, Robbie Eagles, if you haven't heard, you heard it here first. Spoiler alert! He is now a member of Chaos, and he said, fuck the Bullet Club. He doesn't need people yelling at him. People like Jay White, the leader of the Bullet Club.
He yells a lot.
I guess.
He yelling at people, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I do it, but at least it's in like a nice demeanor.
Loving tone.
Yeah, loving tone. Anyways, love you. Also in the news, this being recorded on a Monday night, this is the first night under the new regime, and there's some big news coming up in the WWE camp as far as Raw and SmackDown. And let me tell you this.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I didn't want to start something.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
did.
go ahead. Tell me this.
So anyways, last week it was revealed that Paul Heyman is going to be taking over creative on Monday Night Raw, and Eric Bischoff taking over creative on SmackDown.
Oh, shit.
It's like AEW has started something to where, you know, hey, we're going to have to pull this shit out. Now, they will answer directly to Vince McMahon. And here's the thing, back in the day when Heyman was running SmackDown, they kind of butted heads, you know, but obviously if it was, and this isn't the first time from what I understand that Paul was approached about this position, but it was mainly like him and Vince coming to some sort of terms. So maybe Vince is finally realizing, hey, we got to step up our game a bit. And you got two really good minds for professional wrestling to do it. Bischoff, I'm not going to go out there and say a great or a good. He's definitely a good mind because we all know what the NWO was. But that, to me, that was kind of like his swan song. That was it. You know, he didn't really do too much after that. I mean, he went to TNA. You know, whatever input he had there, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But everybody always shits, well, you brought Bischoff and Hogan. Oh, look at that. Vintage Hogan motherfuckers. And they ruined TNA and this and that, which, hey, I'll agree with you guys on some of that. But
sometimes you got to take chances with that shit.
Sometimes you have to. I do. Bischoff hasn't been in the business for a long time. I mean, he goes all the way back to like AWA Vern Gagne days. I think he will do something with SmackDown. And I definitely think Paul Heyman has the ability. I mean, he could run them fucking both, you know. I'm really super excited to see where it goes tonight. I've already heard reports that, you know, Raw's starting off with wrestling, with a match, with no promos, no bullshit. But you got 3 hours to fill. Let's see where it goes, you know. Like, I'm super excited for Paul's position. It reminds me of, what was that, pole position back in the day? For all you video game nerds, which will correlate to our later conversation about Fyter Fest, even though it's not a fighting game. Spinning side kick. I love that shit.
Yoga
dude.
fire.
Yeah, yoga flame.
Yoga flame.
Anyways, Paul Heyman's rocking it with Monday Night Raw. It's his first night with the leadership under him, so that's the other huge news coming about that I'm really pumped to tell you guys about, which most of you listening probably already knew about, but Sreten, I didn't know if you knew. Were you aware of this?
We are America's. We are
America's
the universe's. No.
Can we be?
We are the universe's #1 pro wrestling news source.
That's right.
So you hear it first. It's because you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Maybe you can go read about it on the internet.
Yeah.
But listen,
you know,
listen about it here and tell other people.
No one's going to present it with such je ne sais quoi as Sreten in the juice.
We're in the same breath. You're going to hear about what Paul Heyman's doing, also about the latest trend in butt stuff.
Yeah, and butt stuff and grindcore and all that fucking fun shit. Hot butt sauce. It's a butt game. It's never been played. Butt game, not till today. I love it. So let's get into the main topic of conversation. Me, you, and Big Ed the Assassin, who we haven't seen on the show in quite some time. I wonder what the hell he's been up to.
Plotting and planning. Planning and plotting. Scheming. Thriving.
All of the above. Super cool to hang out with him. We got some killer pizza. Shout out to Rady Magoo's.
Hell of a host.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was a great time. So we all three got together and watched AEW present Fyter Fest. Now, for those of you out there living in a fucking hole in the ground and don't know what Fyter Fest is, essentially it was the next pay-per-view for AEW, even though it was free on BR Live. I think it might have been somewhere else too, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
Anyways, that's not important. So we got to watch it for free. The buy-in, which was essentially the pre-show, had 3 start-off matches on it. 3 or 4, I can't remember. We're about to go down the list, so it doesn't matter. I thought it was great. So even before we get into detail about this, Sreten, real quick, 1 out of 10, what would you give Fyter Fest?
Well, all said and done, I saw this as, even though it was, I know you asked me 1 out of 10, but I need to explain a little bit. All I want to explain, and very quickly, I did not see this as a pay-per-view main event, big event. I just thought I thought that this was going to be probably, on average, what AEW is going to bring when they get on TV on an average. Maybe some days are going to be slower, some days are going to be crazier. I saw this as this is what maybe I'm expecting too much, but this was it was for me it was I don't know, not 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
I just thought, and I missed 2 awesome matches.
Yeah,
but dude, the last 3 matches or 2 matches were the Cody Rhodes match was really good.
Yeah.
The Young Bucks Luchadors match was fucking unreal.
Yeah,
and then the death match with Moxley was
it was unsanctioned. All right,
whatever it was.
Don't throw that death match fucking shit on there.
Man, I don't know the words.
Then you get all the the smart Mark death match guys talk like that was a fucking death match.
I don't know. I heard
fuck you, and then they're pounding their Mountain Dew as I'm pounding a High Life. So who the fuck am I?
Well, whatever that match, I don't know what you call it, but that was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
It was of the 3 main ones. That was the one I was not the craziest about, but it was crazy. Only because I'm not
really. You didn't.
I'm just not into people landing on thumbtacks and stuff.
But it's great to see.
Oh, it's intense.
Yeah.
It's super intense. It's just not my flavor.
And to bring that into perspective for you guys a little bit, there was a Tony Khan was interviewed after that.
Tony Khan.
And specifically said you will not see that type of hardcore shit on their TNT product.
Yeah.
So, which I guess I get that, but at the same time, kind of
I'm cool with it not being on.
We'll get into that. So starting things off was the Best Friends. They defeated Private Party and SCU. You missed that one.
I did miss that one.
It's man, what's he doing? Pulling his pud somewhere or what?
Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta.
I got stuck by a train.
Riding that train.
I did get stuck by a train.
Yeah, it's all good. But you brought some killer elixir, didn't you?
I tried.
Why don't you tell the people out there in the JP Woo listening what you brought?
Brought a little
to
tequila,
wet them up.
A little tequila, a little sea salt, a little Fresca grapefruit soda, and I tried to make palomas, but they didn't. I mean, everybody drank them, but I was very disappointed in them. You guys seem to enjoy them.
Yeah,
I mostly just started filling my cup.
I enjoyed them so much I only had one.
What they did help me do was I hurt my back decently over the last week or 2, but I was still able to super kick one of the guests at the house.
That's right. You guys can check us out on Instagram, instagram.com/Juice Pro Wrestling if you want to see that. And you can watch
follow that because I'm gonna unleash my newest move, the
stink foot,
the super spin kick, spinning super kick,
number 2.
Yep.
So, anyways, this tag match, I thought it was fucking excellent. I've heard people kind of shitting on it. I don't get why. SCU was fucking killer.
Dude,
the Best Friends were fucking killer. You missed the hug,
Yeah.
Dang. And they end up going over on everybody. And then the Dark Order appeared at the end. And
how you feel about them so far?
The Dark Order?
Yeah.
I'm kind of on them.
Yeah.
But I'm
cool with it.
I'm cool with it. But I don't know any. I know they were some indie guys. They were big. I forget, and I'd be a liar if I was to tell you who I knew who they were beforehand. I don't. But I'm excited to see them. and see where it goes from there. Quit touching that shit. You just put a buzz in everybody's left ear. Private Party, though. Fuck, those guys are amazeballs, dude. They
Don't say amazeballs anymore.
I can't say it. Do you not want me to say it?
Nope. That's on the band's list. They
Is
only
it?
have 2 words. I mean, say what you want. You're
All
a
right.
grown man.
I didn't want to say it
But
anyway.
they're awesome.
They were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That's what I really wanted to say.
Yeah.
Athletically superior to 99% of the competition out there. They are fucking great. I can't wait till we get a Private Party Young Bucks match. Like, holy fuck. After watching this, I couldn't imagine what the fuck that would be like. So yeah, the long and short of that stick was the best friends go over. It was a fucking good time, man. And you missed it.
I missed it.
Piece of dog shit. We also had so I guess there was like 4 matches.
Yeah.
We had Allie. You came in on this one, right? Versus Leva Bates, aka Blue Pants from WWE. Allie won via pinfall. And the funny thing is there was a lot for you wrestling fans out there. There's a lot of little, I don't know if you want to call them knocks to WWE, but there's something going on. It's been created, albeit by the fans, the business itself. It's out there. There's the fucking war, the competition, which is great. I'm all for it. Everybody's gonna be fucking better because of it until someone buys the other one out, and then we're back into the fucking stalemate. True story. It's happened. History does repeat itself. Allie defeats Leva Bates. I'm trying to think who did it. It was Leva Bates. She did the pedigree and went to pin Allie, and Allie kicked out of it. And that was kind of like, there's your first little, I don't know how you should take that. I mean, that's Triple H's finisher.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a knock towards him. Maybe it's not. Who fucking knows? I don't know. I thought it was a pretty okay match. It was solid.
Yeah.
I mean, I think out of the whole night, it was probably my least favorite, but it's still somewhat enjoyable. I think they both did a decent job. The one match that I thought was absolutely going to be horrendous because you had the guy now. What Fyter Fest was a joint venture essentially. It wasn't a full-on AEW event because it was a part of the CEO Gaming. It's like this big fighting game tournament, like championship show. What would you call it? Like a convention or whatever?
They got the gaming tournaments, conventions.
Yeah. It's one of the. I think it's like there's 2 really big ones in the States, and it's one of them.
Is it?
Yeah,
huh.
I believe so.
Okay.
The other one I couldn't fucking tell you because I'm.
What can people do if they have knowledge that we don't? Is there a phone number they can call?
Yeah, they can call 1-872-267-4199 and let us know.
Really annoying about it
because we can't fucking tell you everything.
Yeah.
But
so it was a gaming. It was a gaming tournament.
Yeah,
and then
that featured wrestling.
Yeah,
and this was like basically the brainchild of Kenny Omega. He went to Tony Khan and was like, "Hey, I want to put this show on and do this shit with these guys," and I think it's great. I mean, it makes sense to me, business sense, all kinds of fucking sense. You're doing a fighting game tournament. I hate calling it a tournament. It may not be. You're doing something that revolves around video gaming, which there's a shit ton of the audience out there listening that are fans of professional wrestling are also huge gamers.
Yeah.
And including Kenny Omega himself and half the guys that are wrestling, whether they're in AEW or WWE or wherever, all these guys are huge gamers, So I thought it was really cool. But we get to this match, right? Michael Nakazawa versus Alex Jabali, who is like the CEO of CEO. And the guy doesn't have a place in the ring. I'll be honest with you on that. A lot of people were shitting on that. And watching it, I was kind of one of them. I remember Ed saying some shit too, like, "Oh, this guy fucking sucks." And yeah, the dude did suck.
Yeah, he's rough.
He was rough to watch, but you know what? Michael Nakazawa made that match, dude.
I was still entertained.
It was super entertaining.
He threw him in the luxurious pool.
He sure as hell did.
Inflatable pool off to the side of the ring.
Yeah, that was good stuff. And then he somehow pulled his thong out of his tights.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen a man take his underwear off like that. I've seen girls take their bras off without actually taking their shirts off.
Really? Can you bring them here next time so we can show everybody?
We
on their chest. Anyway, another place, another time. Sick fucks. Michael Nakazawa knocked it out of the park. Saved this match. His performance, I love it when he oils himself up and he kind of slithers out like a sexual serpent.
I don't like it, but I giggled both
you
of the times
love
I've seen
it.
it. I was laughing my ass off. Yeah, when he did it, I was like, I don't like this part, but I sure did. I sure was entertained.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'm a liar.
It's for fun.
It's for fun.
You put the oil on for the niños. Anyways, I thought it was an okay match. It was an entertaining match. I don't think it's what AEW is looking to present as their how would you say this? Their full-fledged product. It was kind of a novelty thing.
As a warm-up match, I had zero problems.
Yeah, zero problems. Exactly. A lot of people are shitting on it. Whatever. You're entitled in your opinion, but fuck you.
You want your brain, you want to be blown away every match. It's still entertaining. They're still doing stuff. The dude's still you could tell he didn't spend much time in the ring, but he was still trying. And he's the boss of the company. Hey, the boss of the company's trying something, and I don't know.
I imagine most of these motherfucking haters going into it and trying to do that. They look probably 1,000 times worse. And for what I understand, he has wrestled Michael Nakazawa before. So
all right.
that's what I gather.
Well,
anyways, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fucking entertaining. And then we had Chima, who defeated Christopher Daniels, the Fallen Angel. I thought that was a pretty damn decent match. Nothing to kind of, oh my God, this was fucking amazing, but it was a damn solid, good match, So that was essentially the buy-in, the pre-show portion of the show. Then we go into the main show, which was Ryo, Nyla Rose, and Yuka Sakazaki.
You got it.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
Nailed it. What were your... I know you really dug this match. And I know Bruiser Bodie's sitting at home. He really dug it too.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I do...
We won't get into it, but
yeah,
I enjoyed it. I know
you don't want to get into it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it more for other reasons. But,
right.
We can't get into it, or I don't want to. But but I thought they were all cool. I thought they did it. You know what? I'm sometimes I'm hesitant with unfortunately with female wrestlers to see what they're going to bring to the table.
What if they're female/male?
Well, either way.
Yeah.
But man, they all fucking bring it. Everybody's bringing it. I just even if you take, I don't know. I don't want to get hate on, but I feel like they're just everybody's all men and women. Everybody is just much more athletic in 2019.
Exactly.
And they just are, and it's awesome.
Exactly. And and it was weird because I was talking to Bodie on the phone before we recorded, and I was like, could you imagine all this weird, people want to do gender identification, all that bullshit. Could you imagine? And there's some heat and other things going on. The smart marks are out there hating on the fact that Sami Callihan is killing it right now in an angle with Tessa Blanchard and Impact, and they're gonna have a fucking match, and it's probably gonna be badass because they're both fucking great athletes, and they both are great workers in professional wrestling. But there's people that are gonna hate on it, much like people were hating on this in matches we're gonna get to here in a second, but. Fuck, man, it really gets irritating to me to realize, why is everybody out there sitting there hating when get in the fucking ring and try doing it yourself? Who cares whatever person is, well, anyways, I'm rambling at this point, but we were talking, could you imagine, UFC doing intergender matches or something like that? Then people would really have a reason to bitch, just leave it alone, guys. Settle down, baby.
It's two different things.
It is, but
it's two different things. The way I see it in the pro wrestling,
I think it is, but the risks are both real in both entities.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're still getting hurt. You could still get hurt. Things still hurt.
Fucked.
Everything hurts.
Yeah.
The thing with these, with like, I'll just say it this way: entertainment is entertainment. If it's entertaining, but in the age of the, especially with, you get two ways now. If it's politics or it's entertainment, like every troll on earth will talk about how they're disappointed by everything.
Yeah,
you're not going to make the internet happy. That's the nature of internet currently, and that's it. Like, I like stuff, you like stuff, and that's what we talk about.
Yeah,
those other people's can eat shit. Yeah, I'm not interested in those people.
Right.
If it's a legit criticism, but I'm not gonna call it out, and I'm also not gonna talk about or give them attention because there's so much good shit out there right now. I mean, I'm slowly getting, like, I was screaming that night. And I was shocked because there were there's a house full of kids and nobody was interested yet.
Yeah.
But we were like screaming and laughing and it
was great. And can you imagine what the fuck All Out's gonna be like?
I mean, it was, like I said, the tempo, the energetic wave of this event was good. There's highs and lows, but that's because
it is what it is.
But it's
with any product.
It's hard to. I mean, you keep your energy up for 4 hours.
Yeah.
While you're watching something.
Can't even keep my dick up for that long.
Well, that's another thing.
Hey. Nah, I can't. Blue Chew doesn't sponsor us. That's everybody else, not us.
Dang it, Blue Chew.
We're all natural.
But man, it was awesome. Like, it was just like we're getting off topic. It was good. It's a good match.
As long as we're not getting hot topic. Yeah, I thought it was a really good match. Kudos to all three women.
Yeah, like real off topic.
Involved. Oh, damn, Shao Kahn. Hangman Page versus Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus Jimmy Havoc versus Jungle Boy.
Damn it, I missed this one.
You didn't miss this one.
I did. I missed
this one. Oh, you match. Did? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were out there. Sreten has what we like to call the gift of gab. And he was out there bullshitting with Little E.
Yeah.
And she probably wouldn't let him go back in.
I just sometimes can't shut up.
Yeah, you can't shut the fuck up. Anyways, this was one hell of a match. Everybody performing this match fucking absolutely nailed it. I'm so pumped for fucking Hangman Page and Jericho at All Out, dude. Like, this was just like, a precursor to everything that's going to happen. Jungle Boy, I thought, killed it. Jimmy Havoc had some really good moments. MJF, to me, is like the best fucking heel, whether it be in real life, if you smart marks out there know what I'm talking about, or in the wrestling world. He cut a promo on fucking video games too and gamers, and it was just dogging people, and it was great, man. Goddamn. Who came out? I'm trying to think who came out. Who came out on that? On top, I'm having a fucking moment here. Yeah, a turd moment. Oh, no, it was.
Who? It was who?
You
didn't say a name.
No, I'm looking at it right now. It's
You said all the names.
Yeah. Adam Page did come out with the victory.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't say that, but he did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, and he hit Jimmy Havoc with the pin. I thought it was a great match. As far as so far in the card during that night, it was probably one of the best. But like I said, I really enjoyed that tag match. I think people kind of shit on it a little more than they need to. So I believe you guys can still go back and watch this whole thing. I don't know if obviously it was for free. It'll be on YouTube or somewhere.
Right.
So you can judge for yourself. So who are we to tell you anything else but our opinions? And we fucking liked it. Next was, dude, this was great. I really loved every aspect about this match. Cody Rhodes versus Darby Allin. Now, this is where the shit talking starts coming out from all the fucking idiots in the, wrestling universe or entertainment universe on social media.
Ooh, I want to talk about this.
Here's to you, motherfuckers. Have fun with it. Have fucking fun with it. Oh, I miss the days of when people used to get hit in the head with chairs and, oh shit, Cody Rhodes got fucking busted open the head with a chair. That isn't allowed in wrestling. Did you see what Benoit did to his family? Concussion, see all this shit? Fuck off. All right, here's the deal with it. Before I even get to that, the match itself was fucking killer. I first seen Darby Allin in Black Label Pro, so back in November. shout out to Mikey and everybody for bringing him in, because I remember watching him and thinking, like, damn, this dude's a good talent. But I do not remember him being as fluid and fast as he was, dude. It was like watching like a really young Rey Mysterio, but faster, like move about in that ring. That fucking spot where he jumped off and tried to do like just like a back, I don't know what you would fucking call it, and falling on his back, and he ended up hitting the hardest part of the goddamn ring. That was, dude.
He jumped in the air. I don't know what he was going to try to do.
Yeah.
But he landed on his spine on the edge of the ring and rolled outside. I mean,
oh my God. It was one of the.
How do you do anything after you land?
Yeah.
Like that?
And, you know, there's people out there that will shit on it. And, oh, God bless. Does it maybe shorten his career? Yeah, maybe it does. But you know what? It gave him that moment that only he has. Because I've never seen anything like that. And that was fucking intense, you know?
Probably
I mean,
hurt.
God damn, dude, that was a fucking spot, dude. And the match in general was just really fucking good, dude. Mm-hmm. Once again, Cody knocking it out of the park, man, knowing what he's fucking doing. And as far as selecting a great opponent, god damn, dude, Darby Allin was just made a star if he wasn't already that night. That's just my opinion on that. So if you don't like it, there's to you.
We're not going to have cameras anymore.
Yeah, whatever. I'm rude, I'm crude, I'm crass, I'm a fucking ass. Okay, so at the end of the match, right? Cody gets the win. And then all of a sudden, Shawn Spears, who everybody knows as the Perfect 10 from WWE, I'm not even going to say his WWE name, fuck it, comes out and gives Cody, it's supposed to be, from what I heard, a work chair shot. Well, ends up catching it the wrong way, and next thing you know, there's like a huge hole in the back of Cody's head. He ends up getting 12 staples. No concussion, though. Everything was fine. It was weird because we were watching, we're like, holy shit. And I think you were skeptical, weren't you?
Dude, I'm still skeptical. I don't care.
You think so? No, He's got the staples in his head, dude. I mean,
I think it's a work.
No, you can't work that. You can't work staples.
I do. Because it was a weird story to bring him in to hit him with the chair.
It was weird. It was out of nowhere, I guess.
It was out of nowhere, and then it was like, why? And
well, maybe they're trying. You know, they were trying to establish another storyline.
Very suspicious.
I think he got caught for real, and that was fucked up. I think it was an accident, you know. But getting back to what we were talking about a few minutes ago, how everybody's like, well, I miss like the brutal shit like that, and because of serious shit like the Benoit situation and everything else.
It made me think of, so that thing, I actually do still think it's a work, but it probably wasn't. But it made me think of right now during the NBA Finals when Kevin Garnett, they're like, oh, he didn't play. And then everybody
went to Brooklyn.
Everybody's like, he should play. All the all the sports analysts, they should let him play. Why is he not wanting to play? And then he played and he hurt himself. And they're like, how come the team let him play?
The fucking doctor
like,
said
what are you doing, dude? Like, 1 second you can't, like, you're critical. You're taking both ends of it. No matter what you do, you're up in arms about what just happened.
Yeah.
So, like, that's all. Like, you want the chair hit, and then it did a thing, and you saw the hole in his head, and you're like, well, that shouldn't be happening. Well, what do you want, man?
Yeah, fuck it. And here's the thing: it was Cody's call.
Jerk.
He wanted to do the spot, and hey, man, shit fucking happens. You know,
shit happens.
I'm pretty sure if Cody was here right now, he would say the same thing.
I'd also say that Juice Pro Wrestling is his favorite podcast.
That's right, because we're for fucking real. I like that. I give that match an A+. I thought everything was great. I thought, like I said, that chair shit was amazing. Darby Allin, that whole spot was fucking amazing. Holy fuck, it blew my mind. I mean, I could watch that GIF all day and just be like, ow, damn, like in Friday, It's just like, damn. It was great, man. Up next, we had Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks. So this is the first time in a while we've seen the Elite. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Oh, get down, Slim Shady over here. Versus the Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid.
Hey, Laredo Kid. Holy shit.
I know, right? What'd you take away from this match?
Well, this one, it was so exciting and wonderful. I took what is the equivalent of a post-coital nap after this. I was like, oh, it ended. I was like,
dude, how about the entrance though for Kenny and the Bucks? Dude?
Oh, it was great.
So this is a video game situation, you know, as we expressed to you earlier. They come out, the Young Bucks, and they got, here's another WWE knock. So remember, the Young Bucks come out, and they're Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter, and then you had the guy who kind of looked like a poor man's Adam Page out there doing the Batista thing, the machine gun. Dude, back in the day, there was, it happened on WWE, and I don't know why they do this other than the fact that, you know, they're obviously huge WWE fans too, even though they're involved in competition, whatever. There was a backstage segment with Dave Batista where he's like getting ready. It's like a cutaway promo or whatever. He's like in the back getting ready. And a fan legit like snuck backstage and ran in front of him, and the camera started doing the...
I remember that.
Yeah, the Batista dance. And security was chasing him. And so was the same thing that happened with this. You know, this was obviously a plant and it was all worked, but, you know, they did it for spoof or whatever. And then Kenny Omega came out and laid him out.
Yeah.
And who was Kenny Omega dressed like?
What is it? His name Akira?
Akuma.
Yeah. I always mix up Akuma with Akira because I wasn't a big Akuma guy.
I liked him, dude. He was like the evil fucking...
Yeah,
whatever.
Whatever. But I liked the Kenny Omega dress as him. It was awesome.
Yeah,
they dressed as like the three guys that I like to use when I play Street Fighter.
Yeah. They were... that was super fucking awesome. I like the masks the Lucha Bros wear too.
Oh yeah, the masks that they have on the straight up skull, and then they take off and have the luchador masks. Mm-hmm. Those skull masks are great.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome. I can't wait. Awesome. They just were announced too for Warrior Wrestling 6.
Yeah,
they'll be back with a plethora of AAA and like CMLL talent. Cinnamon twist. They like to call them churros when you're south of the border. But yeah, we'll get into that another time. Steve's going to be back here real soon. They'll let you guys know what's in store for Warrior 6. This match, though, it's just what you would expect. Probably the best match of the night, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I thought there was, unlike some of you, I thought there was a lot of good ones. Young Bucks and Kenny Omega come out with the victory. I kind of figured that would happen, seeing as they dropped the titles at Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I'm satisfied with the end result. I'm glad that we got to see the Lucha Bros.
I'm glad we got to see a little bit more of Kenny Omega doing more of his stuff.
Yeah. For sure.
I want Kenny Omega to have as much exposure in the United States as possible. He's already a superstar, like, overseas.
Yeah.
I just want him to, like, do his thing here.
Yeah. Because he's fucking the man, dude. He's the best bout machine, dude. Yeah. He's going to give it to
some of the stuff they did. What's his name? I'm sorry. The luchador, the...
Phoenix? No, or Laredo Kid.
Laredo Kid.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so damn impressive.
Yeah.
So impressive. And this is when you're that impressive amongst the those six dudes, and you're like the guy that I'm like, holy shit, look at this guy move. Because you're with like the best movers and spinny people, and like you're like with the best. Flippy floppies. The whole match was great
from start to finish.
Yeah, and then we made a prediction. Are they going to do the Hadouken?
And they did it. And they fucking. I told you guys, dude. And when they set up, Hadouken.
Yeah.
Oh God, dude, it was so fucking awesome.
It was super fun.
I need to go back and watch that match again because that was great. That's what, in my eyes, that's what entertainment should be. You know, like you're jumping out of your seat, you're super pumped about shit. You're not just sitting there like.
Dude, with the Young Bucks too, like, so the Lucha Brothers are always doing something crazy, and they seem to be doing some sort of new move every time. And I've been, I'm new to all this. The Young Bucks are still new to me, even at this point.
Did you say they're nude to you?
Only in my dreams.
Only, isn't that a Weezer song? Only in dreams.
I don't know. But man, they brought it, and I feel like even though they haven't they haven't wrestled that much in the last, like, I don't know, whatever it is, handful of months. Man,
who?
The Young Bucks.
Okay.
They just started coming back to it after taking a little bit of rest.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're better than all the highlight stuff that I've seen. I feel like they've stepped up their game, which is awesome to watch. Like the stuff they're doing, I'm like, wow. How is this? This is just going to keep getting better, and with the storylines. And I watched Being the Elite today. They had a little
It was
bit,
great.
and it was great.
It was super great.
I don't need my friend.
They're like, and then Dustin Rhodes is on Twitter and he's like, I'm gonna fucking kick you guys hard as shit. Keep talking that fucking shit.
Great.
Talk shit, get hit. It was fucking awesome. To end the night, the main event was a unsanctioned match or a death match, whatever you want to fucking call it. But they were calling it
unsanctioned.
unsanctioned. Unsanctioned.
Finish him. Fuck.
Round 2. Fuck. That's what happens every time I'm in the bedroom, Jon Moxley versus Joey Janela. Holy fuck. This match was fun too, man. This was it was brutal as shit.
Brutal.
Super brutal. I mean, you had the thumbtacks, you had the barbed wire boards, you had some crazy fucking spots, dude. These guys were going all out. Both the story with these guys is they were both fucking huge deathmatch guys. Janela being one of the current top deathmatch darlings, and Jon Moxley being one of the old school ones, and that was like the story that came into it is he went to WWE, he was watered down, Dean Ambrose, like, I think they even did a promo where it's like, oh, they made you dress like a mechanic and all this fucked up shit. God damn, dude, they fucking tore it up. They beat the living piss out of each other.
Sure did.
There were some crazy table spots, barbed wire spots, thumbtacks. Go back and watch this shit. I had a great time. Like, this is...
How many bags of thumbtacks did they dump? They're like, oh, they're opening 1.
Yeah.
Oh, they're opening 2.
There were a lot of thumbtacks. And then he took Janela's fucking sock, his boot and sock off. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like, made him fucking stay had a bunch in his feet, too.
Thumbtacks in his heels.
I hope he had some fucking corns or something going on so he didn't feel that shit.
For them calluses.
Yeah, Don Callis. Yeah, I fucking loved it. I thought it was a sick fucking match. I love the "you sick fuck" chants. Much like shit that happened at AAW with Jimmy Jacobs and Mance Warner. Shout out to Ratface for getting some footage for us on that. Derek Martha from the band Blunt and Minimum Wage Assassins.
Ratface.
Yes, sir. This match was intense. Moxley picks up the fucking win. And a little receipt got paid when Kenny Omega came out and said, fuck this shit, and fucked him up. Dude, I've never seen anybody. I've seen guitars applied to people in professional wrestling, right? Acoustic guitars. He hit him in the, even though it was in the fucking back, it's still with an electric guitar. People out there listening that don't know, that have never held an electric guitar, it's solid.
It's solid.
Even if it's a cheap piece of shit,
Solid.
Like a Fender Squire, I don't give a fuck. It's solid. Like, hit somebody with that motherfucker, it's gonna do damage. And they had that. It did you see also too in the Being the Elite where the fucking cameraman fell backwards after that?
Oh no, I didn't.
It was
that.
like slow mo's.
Oh, that's why they slow moed it. I heard it. I didn't catch
when
it.
they were carrying
like,
Jon Moxley in the back. Well, one of the camera guys was walking backwards and he tripped over the luxurious pool.
The luxurious pool claims another victim.
Yeah. And the night pretty much ends on that, and Kenny Omega gets his revenge, So, I mean, that's still another. Well, that is set up for All Out. It's going to be Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley, and we'll be there, and it's going to be fucking great.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be the shit. Shout out to Dave Gold and Matt Gold, who is the new MLW social media manager.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Here's your cookie.
It's fucking awesome. Matt and Dave are good friends of the show. They're really supportive in everything we do. So we fucking love you guys. And we're going to have a good time all out with them. It's going to be a party. Pizza party. Maybe not so much some pizza, but I'm going to sneak in some hard booze. I didn't just say that on there.
I'm getting a shirt made.
Yeah?
It's going to be simple but awesome.
Nice.
I'll tell you about later.
You should.
Simple but awesome.
One more thing I want to tell you guys about. I'm a fucking underground metal dude. I like to bring out the best in what I think is the best in underground metal. Well, my buddies Zach and Chris from the band Shit Life, grindcore band. They're metal dudes playing grindcore. And it features both these guys, ex and current members of bands like Shock Narcotic, Gut Rot, and the Black Dahlia Murder. They're from Detroit. June 21st, they just put out their latest album called Rain and Bud, which is a play on the Slayer Rain and Blood. Big pothead dudes, but man, this is a chunky ass, fast grind fucking, it's grindcore being played by metal dudes. It's fucking amazing. It's raw as shit. It's super fast. You guys can check it out. You can get it on cassette at thirdeyegrindrex.storeenvy.com, or you can get it digital at SHITX life, LIFE.bandcamp.com.
Don't forget the X.
Yeah, don't forget the X. They're also on Facebook, so you can find them there. 29 fucking blistering tracks of like brutal fucking grindcore, and it's fun. It's a good time. I play with these guys. Well, I think Handsome Prick, we played with them last year or the year before in Detroit, and it was fucking amazing, dude. We had such a great time partying up with those dudes. It's also, if you go and you get the digital version, there's covers on there by bands like Carnivore, covers of, I should say, bands like Carnivore, which for you Typo Negative fans out there, that was Peter Steele's band before Typo. Yeah. It was hardcore shit. They cover Suck My Dick. It's awesome. Suck my dick, I'm gonna call. It's fucking awesome. I love it. There's also a band, Solstice, that was fronted by Rob Barrett from Cannibal Corpse. So you guys should check that version out too. But yeah, they do covers by Carnivore, Anal Cunt, Razor, and Repulsion. Art is the cover art is by a guy named Tyler. I don't know if I'm gonna butcher his last name or not, but it's Tyler Zarnicki. I think that's right. You know,
close.
It's close. It's fucking awesome. Check them out. You know, even if you guys don't like the fucking music, if you got a family member or a best friend that's really into like the really heavy extreme metal, then this is like one of the albums that they need to fucking purchase and check it out. Like I said, members of Shock Narcotic, Gut Rot, Black Dahlia Murder, Abigail Williams. I've known Zach for a long, long time. We've played many, many shows together. He's a great dude. And this shit, just me and Stone were listening to the album, I think like a week ago, like the week it came out. We were on the porch, like having some beers in the sesh, and it was like, fuck yeah, dude. It gets you in the feels, you know? For all you motherfucking freaks, you grindcore freaks out there. It satiates your desires and hunger for the more extreme in life. So go check them out. The band is called Shit Life. The album is Rain in Bud. Not just a clever name. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got this week. Sreten, you want to add anything else?
Aren't you doing something Saturday?
Oh, Saturday, yeah. I mean, I'm going to be at the MLW Fusion tapings. So if anybody's out there listening, come hit me up. I'll be there. Lily will be there. Probably Bruiser Bodie will be with us. But if not, that's all right. I got Stone on the back burner just waiting to get his cherry burst on the professional wrestling scene. It's going to be fucking dope. We're going to have a good time. Man, I just watched a lot of the MLW Fusion tapings in Milwaukee that Bodie was at. Holy fuck, dude. Sammy Callahan versus Mance Warner. This deathmatch shit. It was like a loser leaves MLW. I mean, Mance Warner getting his fucking tongue stapled to a board. They're spitting on each other. Like, dude, it was brutal as fuck. Like, he was watching it and she was just like, oh my God. Like, I could, yeah, like these guys are sick. Like, that's what I fucking like, you know? Like, it was great.
Because you're sick.
I am sick. You know, we're all twisted and contorted. But, dude, the MLW has a great fucking product, man. The Von Erichs are going to be there, the Heart Foundation, Contra Unit. Shout out to Joseph Samael, who's been a guest of the show. I'm going to get a chance to hang out with him and hook him up with some music. Casey Lennox, another MLW star that is going to be there, and we're going to hook up, and I'm going to hook her up with some JPW stuff. If you see us there, fucking hey, buy us a beer, you know? I mean,
don't be cheap.
Yeah, show us some love for the JPW, and in return, I might treat you to some blessings from the JPW vault, you know, like some stickers or magnets or any of that kind of shit. But yeah, we'll be up there in Cicero at the Cicero Stadium. It's MLW Kings of Coliseum. It's going to be fucking off the hook. It's TV taping, I think, like the next 2 or 3 weeks of MLW Fusion. There might even be a Bein Sports live segment done, so you guys can check them out. Check MLW out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's Major League Wrestling. Also, Tony Schiavone is going to be back. I'm super fucking pumped about that. Yeah, MLW is going to be the shit. They are the shit. I had a great time, and hopefully next time you can fucking make it out there with me, Sreten. Dude, there's going to be a ton of badass fucking Lucha Libre wrestlers out there.
That's what I like.
Yeah, we all fucking love that Lucha. And speaking of finding MLW, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Juice Pro Wrestling. We're always posting all kinds of crazy, awesome fucking content there. You can find us on Twitter at JPW Podcast. If you want to leave us a voicemail, call the fucking voicemail line. It's 1-872-267-4199. You know, fucking don't be afraid to interact. Don't be one of those motherfuckers that just clicks like because we had Casey Lennox on and she's a super hot chick. But yeah, did you listen? Did you download the episode? Because
did you find out she's super cool?
Yeah, she's super cool and intelligent as well. So, fucking do it. I'm getting a little sick of everybody that's just like, oh, I'll just like this, just to like it. Interact. We're some accessible guys that know some shit and have access to people that you may want to ask questions to.
Expand your life experience. It'll make your life better.
Yeah, and your waistband,
Yeah.
with some beers. Hell yeah. But on that note, there's one thing that I like to do, and I like to do it very well. I like to wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up, wet 'em up. Keep 'em wet.
You gonna do sex to me?